Have you ever caught yourself daydreaming about the lifestyles of the rich and famous? Their sprawling mansions, luxury cars, and exotic vacations are the stuff of envy. But have you ever stopped to wonder how they got there? It's easy to chalk it up to luck or inheritance, but what if there's more to this story? What if the secret to their wealth lies not in the stock market or real estate, but in the lessons they passed down to their children? Could it be that these teachings are the missing puzzle pieces in your own quest for financial success? Let's delve into the 10 things the rich teach their children about money. 1. Open conversations about money. Let's address the elephant in the room: money. While many families consider discussing finances openly to be taboo, the wealthy take a different approach. They believe in having candid money conversations with their children from a young age. Why? Because understanding money is akin to acquiring a language. The earlier you begin, the more fluent you become. These dialogues encompass not only saving and spending, but also delve into the emotional and psychological facets of finances. 2. Mastering money management. You've probably heard the saying, it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. The rich take this to heart and ensure their children understand the art of money management. They teach them the difference between assets and liabilities, the importance of budgeting, and the magic of compound interest. But it's not just theory, it's practical knowledge. They encourage their kids to manage their allowances, make investment decisions, and even understand taxes. It's like a mini MBA program, but without the jargon. 3. They teach them opulence. When we envision opulence, we often conjure images of extravagant lifestyles and lavish expenditures. However, for the affluent, opulence transcends mere material wealth. It becomes a way of thinking. They instill in their offspring the aspiration to reach for the stars, never settling for mediocrity. This mindset is not about being entitled, it's about understanding the value of quality over quantity. The rich don't just want their kids to be wealthy, they want them to live a life of opulence filled with rich experiences, meaningful relationships, and yes, financial freedom. 4. The art of earning. You know how some people say, money doesn't grow on trees? Well, they're right. Money comes from work, from effort, from bringing something valuable to the table. The rich don't just hand their kids a wad of cash and say, good luck. They teach them the art of earning. Imagine you're a kid and you've got a lemonade stand. You're not just selling lemonade, you're learning the basics of business. You're learning how to attract customers, how to provide a quality product, and how to manage your little store. Now fast forward a few years. That lemonade stand becomes a metaphor for life. You learn that money is a reward for solving problems, for providing services, for adding value to the world. The rich teach their kids to look for opportunities, to find gaps in the market, and to solve problems that no one else is solving. 5. Understanding assets and liabilities. It takes money to make money, and the rich know this better than others. This is why they teach their kids the difference between assets and liabilities, and boy is it a game changer. An asset is something valuable you own, like a house or stocks. A liability is something you owe, like a loan or credit card. The goal is to have more assets than liabilities. Sounds simple, right? But here's the kicker. Not all assets are created equal. Some assets grow in value over time, like real estate. Others lose value the moment you buy them, like a car. The rich teach their kids to focus on assets that appreciate, that grow in value, and that provide a return on investment. They teach them to avoid liabilities like the plague, or at least to manage them wisely. Because at the end of the day, we already know by now that your net worth isn't just about how much money you have, it's about how much you keep. And the best way to keep money? Turn it into assets that grow over time. 6. The power of patience. Alright, we've talked about earning money and understanding where to put it, but there's one more piece to this financial puzzle, and it's a big one. In a world of instant gratification, the rich teach their kids the power of patience in financial matters. They teach them about the magic of compound interest, the beauty of long-term investments, and the virtue of delayed gratification. Imagine you're a kid again, and you've got a shiny new toy in front of you. You could play with it now, for sure, but what if you waited? What if you saved your money, invested it, and watched it grow? financial freedom is a lot more fun in the long run. 7. The value of hard work. But patience alone would get you nowhere. In the world of the wealthy, hard work isn't just a cliche, it's a mantra. Imagine you're building a sandcastle. You can't just wish for it to happen, you must dig, shape, and maybe even redo some parts. That's hard work. It's not just about putting in the hours, but also about putting in the right kind of effort. However, the rich don't just tell their kids to work hard, they show them the benefits of doing so. Think of it as a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. And just like exercise, the benefits go beyond the obvious. It teaches you discipline, resilience, and the value of not giving up. 8. Emotional intelligence. In the circles of the wealthy, emotional intelligence is often considered the X factor for financial success. It's not just about being able to read a room or empathize with others, it's about leveraging this understanding to make financially advantageous decisions. For example, a child might be taught how to negotiate by reading the seller's body language during a high-stakes deal, or how to invest in a startup by gauging the passion and sincerity of its founder. The rich understand that emotional intelligence can be the difference between a good deal and a great one, between a wise investment and a missed opportunity. Thus, they stress it ever so much. Now, being emotionally intelligent is great, but what about when you have to go it alone? That's where self-reliance and responsibility come in. 9. Self-reliance and responsibility. The wealthy often say that the best safety net is a strong sense of self-reliance. From a young age, children in these families are taught to take charge of their own financial destinies. This includes lessons on budgeting, investing, and even understanding the tax implications of various financial decisions. The goal is to create a financially savvy individual who doesn't just follow the crowd, but make informed decisions based on their own research and understanding. Parents emphasize that being financially responsible means being accountable for the outcomes of those decisions, whether that leads to a windfall profit or a learning experience. However, self-reliance and responsibility don't mean you don't need anyone. In fact, the last lesson underscores the importance of just this. 10. Social skills and networking. Ever heard the saying, "It's not what you know, but who you know"? Well, rich families take this to heart and teach their kids that having the right connections can make a huge difference in their financial lives. It's not just about shaking hands and swapping business cards. It's about really getting to know people and building relationships that matter. So how do they do it? They just teach their kids how to talk to people. Simple stuff like how to keep a conversation going and when to just listen. And it's not just about taking, it's about giving back. Maybe you share some useful info or help someone out. That's how you make a connection that lasts. And why does this matter? Because a strong network can open doors. We're talking better job offers, investment tips, or even a heads up on a great deal. It's like having a team of people who've got your back, financially speaking. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and sharing so we can keep bringing more content like this. See you next time!